welcome to my channel. My name is B from Peachy Bee Knits, small business owner, perpetually procrastinating. And in today's video, we are going to be making a hat. I've made quite a few of these hats already. I think I made one for each of my nieces and my nephew and one for my mother. So that amounts to about 5. And this is the 6th one. This is gonna be for myself. The color we are using today is the Loops and Threads faucet yarn in the color Autumn. Would not recommend this yarn, by the way. I haven't even gotten into what the basis of this video is. It's gonna be kind of like a little podcast kind of thing. I'm basically just gonna record. I'm gonna yap my brain out and minimal editing, and that's what this is gonna be. I'm just basically gonna yap. But don't mind these 2 nails. They broke off at work. This is going on week 3 of having them, so they're getting a little, the glue's getting a little weak, but that's okay. So yeah, this hand's still holding on strong. These 2 broke off. And I know, it looks very weird that these are the 2 that broke off. It's just because of work, I swear. I banged these 2 fingers off of the counters a lot when I'm wiping down the counters. So, these two are about to come off too. I can see there's lifting on them. Swear. But anyway, as I was saying about the yarn, it's so inconsistent. It's actually crazy. It's a weight 4 yarn. It's supposed to be a weight 4 yarn. There's times where it turns like as thin as thread. It's that bad. And there's other times where it gets up to like a weight 5, maybe even a weight 6. But it's supposed to be a weight 4. So I don't really understand what they're doing there. It is technically like a roving yarn, but I've never had such consistency issues with a Loops and Threads brand. Like, I use the Loops and Threads brand quite a bit, but it's, Lord have mercy, it is so bad. But I don't want to let this yarn go to waste. I already bought, 6 skeins of the yarn. I use about half a skein for a hat. So that means that I still have about, after I finish this, 6 more hats. And I really don't want to use this for items to sell, but there's nothing really else that I can, I guess I could make them and donate them, but it's so bad. It's just bad. That's it. And I love Loops and Threads. I use their impeccable yarn a lot. I use their what is it called? Their superwash merino. Hold on. I use their superwash merino, which is the, if I have it in here, maybe. I don't think I do have it in here. Luxe Merino. It's their Luxe Merino brand. That's what I was looking for. I love their Luxe Merino brand, as a matter of fact. Way more than their acrylic. Which technically the Luxe Merino is also like, it's an acrylic merino blend. But I just like it. It's soft, it's nice, it works up great, it doesn't tangle. This yarn tangles so bad. Like, you pull it out the skein. I spent a good 10 minutes before starting this recording untangling yarn. And at the beginning of the hat, there's many things there's many spots in the beginning of the hat where I had pulled yarn out and the yarn barfed. And I had to untangle the yarn. And I had sat there for like an hour. I cut the yarn and I just started joining the yarn together as I went. I just cut the yarn, untangled a little bit, and started going, and then joined it together as I went, so I didn't have to sit there for freaking 2 hours untangling a big mess of roving yarn. No, thank you. So yeah, I would not recommend using this at all. It's soft, it's nice. The wash, it's roving yarn, so washing is gonna be a pain in the ass if you'd use it. But it's, I can't recommend it. Look, it's even doing it now. Like you can see, it's getting really super thin compared to where it just was. It's just, it's so inconsistent is the word I'm looking for. Inconsistent. Here, this is a good example right here. If you look right here at this right here, these stitches compared to the ones below them, completely different. And like the thickness of these stitches up here compared to the ones surrounding it and the ones above or below it. It's just, it's not good. And most of the time, it wouldn't even really bother me if it wasn't such a pain in the ass to untangle and everything like that, because I can deal with inconsistent yarn thickness. I've dealt with it with the red heart yarn and a certain color when I was making a bag. I've dealt with that and it was a little irritating, but I just went with the flow. It was fine. If it didn't tangle so much, it'd be fine, but it tangles so much. So it's just like everything adding on top of each other that's making me just not like the yarn. And like, it feels fine, but it is 100% acrylic. It's roving acrylic. You know what I mean? It's just, it's not the greatest. Next time that I want to make these hats, I'm definitely not going to buy this yarn. I can tell you that much. There's another kind of yarn from Loops and Threads. I think it's called Charisma. It's a bigger yarn and I think it would be great for making hats. So I'm probably going to use that next time I make crochet hats. Speaking of making crochet hats, I am not using a pattern. I just kind of started going and started making my own shit. So I do not have a pattern for it. I could probably write one up if people are interested. I don't know, I wouldn't charge very much for it because it's just a regular, you know, beanie. But maybe like probably $2 at most, to be honest. But it's, you know, fairly simple. A beginner could do it, to be honest. It's just, I think the hardest part for people is probably be the magic circle. And that's about it. Other thing I wanted to touch on is where I've been, what I've been doing, what's been going on. I haven't uploaded since September and it's currently December. Oh yeah, I forgot to say what day it is. It's December 5th. I haven't uploaded since the end of September. I know. But I don't know, I have not been in a very creative mood. I've been filming for like my sweater video, which is in the yellow, in the yellow bag over there. I have been filming a little bit for that sweater video and I have made hats, but I haven't felt like creating things, which is also why it took me forever to finish editing the video, or I have a video finished, edited, uploaded to YouTube, have all the subtitles, and I have the thumbnail. I have it all. It's waiting to be uploaded. I'm going to upload this one first, this one, and then that one's getting uploaded. So it's not like, you know, I haven't been doing things. Like, I've been going to work. I've been doing some schoolwork for my certs. It's just I haven't been feeling very creative. I was in a little bit of a slump. I didn't even do my nails for a few weeks. I didn't do any diamond painting. I didn't do any regular painting. I didn't do anything. I was just feeling very uninspired, creatively slumped, not wanting to do anything but like maybe read. And that's another thing. I didn't even write. If anyone knows anything about me, I write a lot. That's like one of my favorite hobbies is writing. And this is what I'm talking about. You can see right here. This is one of my knots from having to join. Yeah. But if anyone knows anything about me, I love writing. Writing is one of my favorite pastimes. I did not do it at all over this course of the last couple months. I just could not bring myself to do it. So I'm getting a little bit back into the groove of things. I'm finding my footing again, but it's still, you know, it is what it is. I'm hoping I'm getting back into filming. It'll pick back up, you know, I'll start getting a little bit more inspired. I already feel a little bit, you know, better, but it's still just, I think the issue is that I put a lot of pressure onto myself to have things finished for videos, and that's just not the way that I create. I can't just, like, if I'm doing it for like a commission, I can have it done in a certain amount of time, but putting the pressure on myself to finish a project that I start at the beginning of a video and I upload every week, or I was uploading every week, so I would have to finish the entire project in 1 week. That's just not sustainable for me and how I create, at least not at this moment in time. Maybe in the future I might be able to sustain that, but me right now, I can't do that. So I think I'm just going to have to accept that in the future, I can't just put the pressure on myself to have something finished, especially a big project like a sweater. Like, I had that issue with a couple of the sweaters that I made where I was making the sweater. I wanted it done within that week, and it was a full-size sweater. You can't, at least for me, I can't finish that, especially like a knit sweater. Absolutely not. If I was doing like a granny stitch sweater, maybe I might be able to finish it within a week. But doing just like a regular full-on like sweater, like the one I was doing with that Karen cloud cake, which obviously, if you've watched my past videos, did not get finished because the yarn ripped and tangled and I can't get it untangled. I can't do anything with it. So that one's kind of just become like a little pillow for my cat. I still have the rest of the yarn and the other cake that I bought. So I was thinking of probably trying to like maybe knit some gloves with it, because it is a weight 4 yarn and I could knit some mittens with it. And I've been wanting mittens because I have gloves. It is freezing outside, by the way. It's December 4th in Iowa. It's freezing. 4th, 5th in Iowa. It's fucking freezing. It was like -12 last night. Not fun. So it's definitely needed. I have gloves, but when I do my nails, I use nail tips to extend my length. And these are the shortest nail tips that I have. And it doesn't bode well with gloves because you can't, they like start trying to tear through the top of them. So I was thinking I could knit a pair of mittens and it would be better. Shit. I could knit a pair of mittens and it's staying there. I don't care. I could knit a pair of mittens and it would be better. And a lot of the patterns that I was looking at want you to use a 4-weight yarn. So I think I'm just going to use them for that. Knitting, and see if I like the way that it works up knit-wise instead of crochet. Because I really do love the yarn. It is so soft. It's so cozy. The colors are amazing. It's an amazing yarn. My issue is that it tangles so much. Or like I wouldn't say tangles. Look, we're about to have an issue with this yarn skein. I told you, it's every time I pull out any section from the yarn, It comes out tangled. At least that one was easy to untangle. It's not always easy to untangle though. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, I love the color I got. Let me see. It should be, I have anything you see behind me at any point in time when I'm recording videos, 110%, it's always going to be yarn that I have on my bed from projects that I'm doing. So let me find that yarn. Here it is. Oh. So this is the yarn that I was using for that sweater. And I love the colors on this yarn. It looks amazing. It's the Karen Cloud Cakes and the color Saltwater Taffy. So I have this entire skein. And I have what's left of this skein. And I honestly think that this would probably be enough for me to knit at least one mitten, definitely. I don't know, maybe two. Because knitting uses a lot less yarn than crochet does. So I think this would be enough. And then I would still have this whole one to do with whatever I pleased. But I don't know. It's probably something I can look into doing. That way I don't have to buy any more yarn, which is a big thing. I kind of want to put myself on a yarn buying ban for the rest of the year, which I know it's only a month, but I know it's only a month, but I haven't bought yarn since I bought this yarn specifically. For the hat, I bought them with projects in mind because I wanted to crochet my nieces and nephews hats for the winter. But past that, I haven't bought yarn in a long time. So I've been doing pretty good on the not buying yarn thing. I've been having the itching, I've been having the craving, the withdrawals from not buying yarn. But I'm not doing it. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I can't remember what I was gonna say, so that sucks ass. But yeah, so I would think I'm gonna make mittens with that yarn. I need to get a certain size double pointed knitting needle for it, but I sent my mom a listing because she asked me what I wanted for Christmas, and there was this set of double pointed knitting needles that I had found, and I was like, well, you can maybe get me this or like a yarn bowl, but I would really like these. And then I also found a sheep yarn bowl, so I was like, you could get me either of these and I would very much appreciate and like them. So that's probably what she's gonna get me for Christmas. Because really, she just asked what we want. And then she's like, well, just add it to my cart and I'll buy it for Christmas. Of course, I don't try to get her I don't try to make her buy me like any like crazy expensive stuff. But, you know, I think the yarn hook, not yarn hook, what the hell am I talking about? The, knitting needle set was like 16 bucks and the yarn bowl was like 20, so it's not that much, but I still only like expect her to buy me one. Not expect anyway, not really even expect. I don't expect her to buy me anything. If she's going to buy me something, I only expect her to buy me one of them and not both of them, is what I'm trying to say. She doesn't need to buy me. I already have her Christmas present bought, and I made her a hat. That's besides the point. I need more chapstick on. But yeah, so she might be getting me one of those, which that one has the size I need to make the gloves. So I might not have to go out and buy one myself, which would be great. But also, then I would have to wait till Christmas to make them, which I don't really want to do. But, you know, it is what it is. I think that's going to do it for today. Let me finish this row. Damn, I really did just yap for 20 minutes and only finished 2 rows of this hat. That is crazy. Finish that, started the next row. Good, good, good. That's gonna do it for today. I might make some of these hats and sell them. If I do, it's probably not gonna be very expensive because I don't really like the yarn. The washing is terrible. But so usually I probably would have put it at like $35-$40. I might just put it at like $25-$30 for these hats. I know, I spent like an hour and a half maybe on them. So it's like maybe like just over getting my money's worth, but like, you know, time and the cost for the yarn, because okay, yeah, this is the receipt. The yarn itself is $6 a skein. So it's really like 25 is basically just getting my money back from time spent crocheting and the cost for the yarn and everything like that. So maybe we'll see. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for today. I was thinking about maybe in the future I could maybe do like, again, not putting the pressure on myself because I don't want to get into the same slump that I got into last time, but videos on Friday, like regular videos, and maybe like a little yap session like I did now for Monday. We'll see how it goes, maybe. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today. If you enjoyed our little yap session, because we're besties, you know, if you enjoyed our little yap session, feel free to, you know, subscribe. Turn on the notifications so you get notified every single time I upload. You can find all my social media down in the description below. Feel free to share with your friends if you so wish. No pressure though, you know. Don't have to, but if you so wish, feel free. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys, thank you for watching.